VCU hosted the Virginia First Robotics Competition last month at the Siegel Center. Insight's Juliet Delp is joined with a guest in the studio to find out more about the fun event.
I'm joined with Pattie Cook, Executive Director of Virginia First. Pattie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, delighted.
If you don't mind telling me a little bit about what Virginia First is.
Well, Virginia First is the regional arm of U.S. First for inspiration and recognition of science and technology. It's a global nonprofit mentoring organization, and we are the regional arm right here in Virginia. We're a 501, separate 501 nonprofit.
All right. And we also have a robot here because you guys just had a robot competition at the VCU Siegel Center. So what was that? What's the main goal of the robotics competition?
Well, actually, the competition is the culmination of months of incredible hard work of teams of students, engineers, community mentors, university partners, and they have been either designing and fabricating a robot, or they've been creating a website and an animation submission. So it's been 6 or 8 weeks of continual hard work and maybe 7 or 8 months of planning and strategizing beforehand. And they all come together to test their skills and their lessons learned. And they compete basically with thousands of other young people like them with their own solutions to the problem.
Right. And it's 60 high schools that participate in this, so it's a lot of people, but it's not just the teams that participate that come, it's students, and you have volunteers as well. How do you find those volunteers? Are they through the school or parents?
Yes, the volunteers now actually ask us way in advance to book they want to book their calendars. It's becoming like a homecoming. Volunteers are community. They could be university students, a lot of VCU, ODU, Norfolk State, around the state. They may have been in the program before, so they're alums. We have Technology Council volunteers, a lot of our sponsors and partners, their companies, Cisco and Genworth and Dominion all send their volunteers a note inviting them to participate. So we need all kinds of technical and non-technical talent as volunteers.
And what is it like at the competition with these students? I went and it was very fun. It wasn't really competitive, really. I mean, it was, but it was lighthearted.
Good point, good point. That's exactly what this is about. It's like a high-tech sporting event. The best of them. It's on sports on steroids. You've got the music, you've got the costumes, you've got the excitement, you've got the mascots. We've first models the program. They take the best of sporting and combines it with the best of technology. And what we're trying to do is diffuse the incredible. We want competition, but we want gracious professionalism. It's very much a cornerstone of our program and of our philosophy. We want young people to compete and learn, but we also want them to graciously lose if they do, and we want them to be friends with their partners and their alliance partners, so that it's not a hostile environment. It is an amazing 3 or 4 days where these young people get to spend, and I'm glad you noticed it. It's not about just winning or just beating the competition. It's working together.
It definitely wasn't. And you said, I believe that they worked together almost. You couldn't really be hateful towards another group because you might end up working with them.
Well, that's another thing. Our organizers and our game designers and our leaders at first decided to diffuse some of that one-to-one hostility and animosity that comes in a natural competition, such as many sports events. Basically, they try to diffuse it, and sometimes you're playing one team in the morning, and then you're playing against them later on, but you're playing with them the next day. So they want you to have a healthy respect and understanding for your competitor, because they might be your partner in alliance later on.
Right. And if you could tell me a little bit about what we can look forward to at the future of Virginia First, and if we can have another robotics competition to look forward to as well.
Yes, First is an organization that promotes STEM-related science, technology, engineering, and mathematics-related activities throughout the year. We don't want the regional competition to be the be-all and end-all, so we want the conversation to keep going, the excitement to keep going. We are really excited about being at the State Fair, the new State Fair, for our second year. We have a robot rumble. In fact, it's probably, I think, the 5th year of the rumble. So we'll invite all the robots back, this year's robots back, to compete, and the new kids can learn how to be prepared for next year. So that's exciting in October. And then, of course, we'll have the Virginia Regional will be held in March next year at VCU Siegel Center. It'll be our 12th year. That's very exciting. So a lot of activities are going along, scrimmages, off-season events, training and workshops. It's an ongoing process to keep the kids excited.
Well, we look forward to that, and we will see you throughout the year, I guess. Pattie Cook, thank you for joining us with the Virginia First Executive Director.